Right. So go back in the precepts to look for that. My phone cut off. Acts chapter 4 and verses 12. So I'll just do this is I guess part 1 and part 2 and part 3, but it doesn't change the fact that I have the rest of the lessons I have to do. So just my phone cut off at that point in time. So like again. Verse 12 it says, that's why we go back into it now after understanding the information being brought out that what? Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved. And we know that the word name Jesus cannot be the true name, as we showed, especially going back into history where they say there was no letter J in the Hebrew, Greek, or Latin. So it's a newly created letter of the English language. And Yahushua HaMashiach is the true name because, as far as we understand, Yahushua HaMashiach sprang out of the tribe of Judah, and he would have a Hebrew name, and because he also speak Hebrew. Why are we forgetting the point that he sprung out of the tribe of Judah? That's why we call him the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David. How could we forget that point? Something has to be wrong. How could we forget that point? So again, Christian, just take the L because clearly the wisdom is not with you. You could be bold how much you need to. I've seen men bold in foolishness. I've seen men bold while committing adultery. I've seen men bold while transgressing the ways of the Father. So you could be how bold you want to be. Take the L while you're being bold. But I guess he's not even going to accept this. Matter of fact, let's be real. He doesn't even know he got cut because he doesn't understand scriptures. And the purpose of doing this, not to cut you, is to edify you. But just saying, you know you got confounded. He doesn't know because he doesn't understand the scriptures. And as you can see, the behavior he has with him is to talk out loud to drown out the rest of noise that the Israelites was presenting as lessons, as precepts, which is an effeminate behavior. You only find these things happening with women. They tend to try to speak louder than the man to prevent what we are saying for them from hearing it. This is a natural effeminate behavior, especially when you cannot come to a person to have a discussion. But let's go back into the point. If that is not the true name, then who are you serving, sir? Because we have to understand. Let's go back into the book of John, which you start from the beginning, and chapter 4 and verses 22, I believe, or the next side wrong. All right, let me read from verse 22. It says, ye worship, ye know not what, for we know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. Straight cut clear. Let's keep going. It says, but the hour cometh, and now is when the true worshippers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him. Power is a spirit, and they that worship him must, not if, not might, not a could call on a next name, and still he will still hear him a prayer. And they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. We must worship him in truth. So how could you claim to worship him in truth if you are still calling by the name of Jesus, which who? The slave plantation Christians, your masters gave you. And when you go into research, the true name and history is there, but you ignore it. How could you claim, sir, to worship in spirit and in truth? And this is his name, and it's neither no other name given among men where you must be saved. How could you claim that that's the true name, that Jesus is the true name? When according to your history, according to the Christians, and according to what they brought out, that they say that his name is Jesus, but according to the information provided from your master's apps, it shows that that's an incorrect statement. You can even go into Wikipedia in their sites, Google in their programs, their platforms. Do your search. Bing, an old ass thing. Go Bing, look it up. So regardless of what, sir, take the L, because you are wrong. I hope this lesson was edifying. We say Shalom Yasharala, Kal Halal Yam Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. We could double answer the apostles and prophets and elders of James Khan, but not great millstone for the brief for the 100% truth that I be correctly edified under. Shalom to the elect, the tabernacle of David, and Aaron Brett Zariak, saying to you, Shalom.